Hey guys, so Nintendo recently just had their investors meeting, and there were two things from Furukawa that I wanted to share. The first thing he says is that Nintendo Switch software will also be playable on the successor to Nintendo Switch. And then he goes on to say that further information about the successor to Nintendo Switch, including its compatibility with Nintendo Switch, will be announced at a later date. To simplify, he's just saying that there's backwards compatibility for Switch 2, and that we'll find out to what extent at a later date. Like how it'll all work, like if they're emulating, if it's uh, just physically on the console, and basically how it'll all work. Like if we get graphical upgrades with the new console or not. And so that's basically what he's saying at this part. But that's good for Nintendo and consumers. The consumer aspect, like if you already have a Switch, you'll be able to buy Switch 2 and enjoy your current Switch games on the new console with the new controller. You won't have to have two consoles hooked up, and so that's nice for people that already own a Switch. And then for the more business aspect, or people who don't have a Switch, they'll want to buy the Switch 2 instead of the first Switch, because the Switch 2 will have the first Switch games and the second Switch games. And that's good for Nintendo because they'll buy a Switch 2, and that means there's games on both consoles, so they'll buy more software. So it just makes sense to have backwards compatibility, and they were able to do it. So that's good. And the other thing I wanted to share is from Mainichi Shimbun's article. So basically, they're a news organization, and they interviewed Furukawa, and he said in the interview that regarding details about the Switch successor, he said, "There is no change to our plan to announce it during the fiscal year ending March 2025. I can't tell you anything more than that. Regarding the possibility of people refraining from purchasing the current console due to the announcement of the successor," so like basically that's what they asked him, and he said, "I can't say for sure that there won't be any effect to the sales, but the Switch has already been on the market for 8 years. I don't think that the presence or absence of a successor will have much of an impact on customers who buy it at this time." So people have been looking at that and saying that it leaves open the door to have a Switch 2 reveal this year still. And while I agree, and that's true, my way of thinking, or from the way I see it, is that they've already waited quite a bit. And it's about to be the time for all the holiday sales. So I just don't see how it makes sense for them to wait this long and then reveal it. Like if they wanted to reveal it this year, I would have thought they would have revealed it earlier this year, basically. And some people might argue that they just released 3 big games: Echoes of Wisdom, Super Mario Jamboree, or Super Mario Party Jamboree, and then the new Mario and Luigi game, Mario Luigi Brothership. So there is that point to be made. However, you released those 3 games, right? And you didn't announce the console or the Switch 2. And then you're going to go into holiday sales. So you release those 3 games, and then you can get some extra holiday sales because of those 3 games. Now, again, like announcing the Switch 2 to the average consumer, they're not going to see the reveal, right? Most likely. So they probably might still buy a Switch, but it will still affect sales. And I think they just want to keep it simple, just stay focused on Switch for this holiday. And then my thinking is that January is the month that they will reveal the Switch 2. However, they could do January, February, March, because obviously that's within the fiscal year. And then I'm thinking they'll launch the Switch 2 in the summer. This doesn't necessarily come from me. I was thinking about it, but I was also listening to other people, and a lot of people will have extra time during the summer. And I know the summer is kind of big in terms of game announcements. So there's that as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at this time regarding the Switch 2. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.